Okay, so today we are going to continue talking about giving directions. Now remember what giving directions means. It means, in this situation, how to get from one place to another place step by step. That means you say each thing you need to do to arrive somewhere from A to B. Now, directions doesn't have to be about a place. Remember that directions could be about how to, maybe how to make something, how to cook something. So don't think that in this situation directions means only about going from A to B. But today we're going to be talking about how to go from A to B. And we're going to practice giving directions. If you haven't watched the last video, I suggest that you do, because we talked about a couple of really important words in the last video. So first watch that video and then come back and watch this video. All right, so I want to talk about some phrases first we can use to tell someone where to go. Okay, and I want to just use a couple of phrases that are related to this map here. This is a map of a town that I've made. Here we have a highway, Highway 4. Here's 4, Highway 4. And here we have two intersections, here and here. We have Pine Street here. We have Pike Street here. This is Elk Street here. And this is a Y road, okay, and some buildings, a supermarket here. So let's talk about some phrases, simple phrases. Cross the road is a kind of direction you might give to somebody. Cross the road. Cross the road would be to go from here to here, from here to here, okay? Go through the intersection. So an intersection, we said, is when two roads meet like this. If you're, for example, walking on Pine Street this way, and you, in the directions, need to continue on Pike Street and not turn right or left, you keep walking. That means you go through the intersection. That's what that means. That means keep going straight. We could say cross the intersection. Or cross the crosswalk. And crosswalk is where people walk. Here, 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 right? Go across the crosswalk. Go across the crosswalk. Cross the intersection. Go through the intersection. That means continue going, okay? Look across the road. Look across the road means you don't walk. You're standing here and you look over here. Maybe you need to see something here when you're giving directions. You need somebody to look over here. So, just see over there. Don't go over there. We often, to give people an idea about where they are, say, you will see, or there is. So, let's say, for example, you want to go through this intersection. Go through the intersection of Elk and Pike. Or go through the intersection. You will see a big pink guess I should make this pink. We can imagine this is pink. A big pink building on the corner on your right. You will see a big pink building on the corner. This is called the corner on your right. Right, if you're walking this way, it is on your right. It's over here, on your right, okay? Or we could just say, there is a big pink building on the corner. There is a big pink building on the corner, and I'm going to make this pink just because I want to. All right, so now we have a pink building, so now it makes sense, okay? So there is a big pink building on the right, or you will see a pink building on the right. Okay, we can say walk straight for about 5 minutes. Walk straight for about 5 minutes. That means don't turn right, don't turn left. So if you begin here, you just keep walking. Don't turn, don't do anything, just keep walking. We say about 5 minutes, and it's important to say about 5 minutes because some people walk faster than other people. Some people walk slowly, some people walk quickly. So we give a rough guess. A rough guess, we can call this an estimate. An estimate means a guess that's almost right, not exactly. Okay, so walk straight for about 5 minutes, walk straight for about 20 minutes. Or we could say walk along. That's okay, that's sometimes okay. It's not as common, I think, as walk straight, but it's okay. Walk along. Now, sometimes go along. Sometimes go along. I think it's less common than walk, but okay. If you're in a car, maybe go along is okay. But if you're walking, usually walk along. Walk along until you see a pink building. And then turn right. So we walk along. Walk along just means go or walk. And then you see the pink building. Ah, there's the pink building. And then think, turn right. That's what it means. You go until, now I see it. Until you see that and then turn. So we can also use until. Until is very common. Okay? Or walk until you come to Pine Street if you're walking here. Walk until you come to Pine Street and then turn right. So that would also be okay, right? Very common. On the opposite corner, let's say you will see a coffee shop. So opposite corner means that you're here and you're looking over here. The opposite corner. Now some people do mean when they say opposite corner they're talking about this corner. And that's okay. But usually opposite corner means this corner. This corner. You will see, and what will you see? A coffee shop. So maybe this is a coffee shop here. You will see a coffee shop. Okay, so this is just a way to give people some description about what they will see and what they need to do so that they can get where they need to go. All right, so let's actually practice giving directions from one place to another place. So we're going to begin. We're going to begin at green X here, and we're going to be going to the supermarket where this red X is. Okay, we're going to be going from here to here. So the question would be, can you tell me, excuse me, can you tell me how to get to the supermarket from here. Okay, so that would be a common way to ask. Now the person who hears would say, oh sure, maybe, if they know. Oh sure, that means yes. Sure means yes. Sure. Sure can mean yes, and sometimes it means you're welcome. Sometimes it means I agree. I agree. It has many meanings actually. But here it means okay, yes, no problem. We could say, oh, no problem, or okay, no problem. All right. Walk along this road. We could say street. I don't say the name of the road. This is Pike. But I don't say walk along Pike. Why? Because here we are. We are on Pike. If you're on that road, don't say the name. Walk along this road, this street, toward Elk Street. Toward Elk Street. So this is Elk Street, and we want to be going this way. Walk along toward Elk Street. Okay? Walk along this street toward Elk Street. Okay? When you get to the intersection. The intersection. Now, I say the because there is only one here. Now, if there was another one here, maybe I could add the first intersection. Or because it's toward Elk, then you would know that I mean probably this one. But if you want to be very clear, and there are two, you could say walk toward Elk Street when you get to the first intersection. Turn left. Turn left. And keep walking or going until you get to the intersection of Pine and Elk. Now we can say Elk, although we are on Elk. Now we can say Elk because that's the name of the intersection. That's the name of the intersection. Okay, so we can say the intersection of Pine and Elk. Now, we want to give a landmark. Remember, a landmark is something important, just so that we can make sure that this is the right intersection, this is the right place. You will see coffee shop. Remember, we said our coffee shop is right here. You will see a coffee shop. Oops. At the corner. You will see a coffee shop at the corner. Okay, so far. Oh, sure. Walk along this street toward Elk Street. When you get to the intersection, turn left and keep going until you get to the intersection of Pine and Elk. You will see a coffee shop at the corner. We could also say on the corner. Okay, so this is what we've done so far. Okay. Now, we need to say how to get to the supermarket, so we have to continue. Okay, so now we can say the last step. Turn right onto Pine and walk along for about 3 minutes. You will come to a dead end, and the supermarket will be on your left. So here's a dead end. When the road is just done, the road stops, it's a dead end. So you will come to a dead end. And the supermarket will be on your left, because you're giving the directions here. We're just talking about it now because it's from here, right? So everything is will be, you will see, you will be, you whatever, it will be. Everything is will be. But not about what you should do. Go straight. Turn left. Walk along. Walk straight. Cross the road. So this is all in simple present. This is all in simple present tense, but when you want to say that something is going to be there in the future, to talk about a landmark or give you some reference, then you would use the future tense. Then you would use the future, okay? So turn right onto Pine and walk along for about 3 minutes. You will come to a dead end, and the supermarket will be on your left, because we walked, turned left here, and then we turned right, and now the supermarket is on the left, okay? So that's pretty clear. Now what you can do is think about how you can do the same thing from this X. Okay, you have this X, and you want to go again to the supermarket. Now you do have to turn once, but for this, remember, we can say go through, right? Go through. And remember, go through means you don't turn right, you don't turn left, you continue walking, right? And this is the intersection. Go through the intersection. So try to describe how to get from here to here. It's a good way to practice, okay? And thank you for watching.